What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back once again, and today we are going to finally be discussing The Mandalorian Chapter 6. So if you guys want to go ahead and watch it, go ahead. It's on Disney Plus as of right now. Plus, if you guys don't want to spoil, go ahead and click off the video, but go ahead, let's go ahead and get right into it. Picks off right where we left off in the very last episode. We got to see the Mando going into a mercenary ship, and he comes across a old friend that he takes a job from, and he basically tells him that you're going to be working with four other mercenaries to try to break another one out. Now, he does have much history with all these mercenaries. One of them is what seems to be an ex, not 100% sure, but we do get to see where he basically tells them, okay, I'm in, but they're kind of wanting to take over, and he basically tells them that not gonna basically just, roll over and let you guys run the show, even though I need the money. So they basically tell him, okay, this is what you're going to be doing. We're going to need you as a body. We're not going to need you as a pilot. And he basically has another type of droid that wants to take over the ship, and he basically tells him, okay, this is what you're going to be doing. And they come to find out they are going to be going on a New Republic ship. And he says, okay, that's a bad idea. I don't need that kind of heat. And he says, yeah, well, neither do we. So he basically does, unfortunately, he does take the job. And in the process, while they are going to the ship in hyperspace, he basically is trying to keep Baby Yoda a secret. He has him in his compartment. And as soon as that happens, they start arguing about, hey, let us see your face. We have to, you have to trust us. We have to trust you. So give us something we can work with. And they ask, I guess, the one that he was with, and she says, oh, a lady never kisses and tells. And they start fighting, and next thing you know, Baby Yoda gets revealed. Now, there is a few comments in here that was very funny, of the one that was supposedly leading the mission, saying that he was an Imperial. And what was so funny is that the Mando looks at him, he says, well, that's not saying much. He says, I wasn't a stormtrooper, wise ass. So basically did state that they are making comments stating that the stormtroopers can't shoot. Then we also get to see where they're looking at Baby Yoda, and they're like, he looks at the Mando, and he looks at the one he was with. He says, wait a minute, did y'all two make that? And then she's just looking like, I never took you for the type. And they finally get to the ship, they break in. They're trying to be stealthy, but then as soon as it happens, it kind of goes bad due to Republic droids find them. And as soon as there's a shootout, and as soon as that happens, we get to see a major stealth with Mandalorian. And it was awesome because we got to see how the Mando is very stealthy and just an amazing warrior going up against droids even. We get to see more of that. Then they're kind of like showing, oh, okay, so that's exactly what the Mando can do, because the one that is female is able to see what what he's able to do in the battlefield. And when that finally happens, they get to the prison of the Republic ship, the main area, and as soon as they do see a human, and he starts basically giving them like a timer, and he says basically the Mando figures it out. Okay, he says if he touches that, then we're all pretty much screwed. That the X-Fighters will be coming over here to bomb the place. And as soon as that happens, he basically tells him, okay, we're not going to kill nobody. He puts down his weapon. He tells him, he says, okay, look. He says, what's your name? He tells him. He says, okay. He says, you do that. He says, just let us go. He says, let's do what we came here to do, and you'll come out here alive. And they all start arguing. Then they seem to have what seems to be a Mexican standoff. And next thing you know, the one that's female, she just daggers him, and she says, okay, can you guys just shut up? It's already taken care of. But as soon as she does that, the beacon gets activated, and they have 20 minutes before New Republic officials come there and start bombing the place. So they're like, okay, we got to hurry up. And as soon as that happens, they find the one that they are searching for, and they put as soon as he gets out, he says hello to his sister because they are the same species. And once that happens, they basically throw the Mando in there because it was a setup, and they're like, oh, that's what you get. And as soon as he's trying to figure out a New Republic droid comes, he's able to break their arm off, destroy the droid, and be able to get out of the prison. And then he starts hunting down all these mercenaries one by one. while at the same time, the droid mercenary that's still on the ship giving them information and directions, he sees Baby Yoda. He's trying to go after Baby Yoda. So don't know exactly what his intentions were other than to possibly kill Baby Yoda. Don't know exactly if he was going to use him as bait. Don't know if he was going to try to basically kill Mando and bring in the child. Because he kept on getting real suspicious of the Mando because he kept going into his files. He kept stating he saw that the messages were stating that he could come back as long as he returned the child. So as soon as that happened, he kept on trying to mess with it, and that's when he's like, I found information on the Mando. While this is happening, the Mando goes after every single one of these mercenaries, and once that happens, he basically does go after all of them. He finally takes them all out, and he goes after the one they were breaking out. He says, well, you're really going to kill me? He says, if you kill me, then you won't get your money. And he says, don't y'all have a code? And as soon as that happens, which was pretty funny, I'm just going to go ahead and say this. He didn't kill him. He just threw him in a holding cell, which was absolutely amazing because you thought that he may have killed them. But as soon as that happens, which was absolutely crazy, he takes the prisoner back to the ship, and he actually kills the one that the droid, the cybernetic droid that's trying to hunt down Baby Yoda. And Baby Yoda, as soon as he sees him, he kind of like does the Force and with his hand. And this is the funniest part, guys. He basically just gets up his hand, and as soon as that happens, it's like a shot, and he just looks at his hand, and the cyborg just drops, and you see Mando right behind him. He's looking like, did I do that? And that's what was funny about it. So he basically brings them back to the mercenary ship. He says, well, he looks at him, he says, well, I guess he's back, and he goes down, and he has the prisoner. He's all happy. He says, well, where's the others? He says, I thought the rule was don't ask no questions. He says, yeah, and he gives it the money, and he says, just like the old days. He says, just like the old days. So as soon as he leaves, he puts out an order to kill the Mando, but right before he does that, all you hear is beep, 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 and they're looking at one another. And as soon as that happens, here comes X-Fighters. And actually what was really cool is one of them was Dave Filoni in the X-Fighter, so that was pretty funny. And we also get to see where, as soon as that happens, he just looks at them, and he just starts running, the leader of the mercenaries, and he just starts running, and then X-Fighters just start bombing the hell out of the base, and then you get to see where Mando escapes in hyperspace, and he's looking at Baby Yoda, and he looks at him, he says, I told you it was a bad idea, and he just kind of gives him that little silver ball that the child keeps wanting to mess with, and he just looks at him, and he's like, again, I told you that was a bad idea. And it just goes into the cracks. Now, this episode was actually very entertaining. It was funny. There was a lot of comic relief. There was a lot of interesting possibilities of what they can go for with Mando, because the Mandalorian, again, he's in part of a guild, but at the same time, he is no longer part of the guild. He's still loyal to the Mandalorian clan, but he is also still a bounty hunter. He's still a mercenary, but at the same time, he does not kill unless he has to. So it was really cool to see that he'll kill droids, but he won't kill a human being or a somewhat of a human being unless he fully has to. So I thought that was pretty cool. The episode was very action-packed. It was a little bit more into the Mando's history, about who he has been with as a friend or as an ally or a possible ex. So it's really good to see that they're expanding more into Star Wars, especially seeing the X-Fighters again. That was pretty cool, and X-Wings. But other than that, guys, it was a great episode. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Let me know what you guys think. This was probably not the best review, but I wanted to go ahead and try to sum it up as best I can. There's much more videos coming out later on this week, so if you guys are not already subscribed to the channel or already on the podcast, let me know what you guys think about the review. Links down just below. Hope you guys are enjoying your day, and I'll see you on the next one.